Well, I was juggling a soccer ball when I was in middle school, and I remember being all excited when I broke 100. And then I looked in the Guinness Book of Records, and I saw a guy from Ireland named Adrian Walsh who had done 12,000 in a row for over 2 hours, and I was really impressed with that and really inspired. And so I wanted to break the world record with a soccer ball. But I got a knee condition when I was in high school, and it's called chondromalacia. Do any of you know how to spell that? Okay. It's a weakening of the cartilage, and so it made kicking a soccer ball hard, and I had to stop playing soccer, and I was not able to go for the world record with the soccer ball. But at that same time, when I had to quit soccer, I was introduced to Footbag by my biology teacher. And what was neat was that I was able to do the same things with a Footbag that I did with a soccer ball. And so one of the ways I used to like to kick a soccer ball was like this, with the left toe and the right inside. And I used that same pattern to break the world record for single consecutive kicks when I was 18 years old. And my first record was just under 18,000. And then I broke it 4 more times after that, and I got up to 36,000, which took 6 hours to do. Ted beat me, and he'll talk about that. and then there's another singles record, which is speed kicking. It's the world record for kicking the fastest. And what they do is they time you for 5 minutes, and they see how many kicks you can get in 5 minutes. And the rules say you have to alternate right and left side. You can't use the same side twice in a row. Like you can't just sit there and tap it off of one foot. And the same thing, I went to one of my old patterns with a soccer ball, which was left knee, right inside. And I used that pattern for speed kicking. And that's what I use. That's pretty fast. So I know it was already mentioned, but there's 300 seconds in 5 minutes. Do you know what my world record is for the most kicks in 5 minutes? It's 1,019 in 5 minutes, and that averages out to 3.4 kicks per second. And so that was my biggest goal, was to break 1,000 in 5 minutes, and I was able to do that, and I consider that the highlight of my competitive career. Thank you. Ted give you his story here about becoming a record holder.
Okay, I started playing Footbag, and I was good, and I was using it as a workout along with running and swimming and playing pickup hockey and all sorts of things. But I got really good there, and then I saw Andy's record. It was like probably 27,000 at the time there, and I started chasing it, and then he kept beating his own record while I was chasing him, and it's a little annoying. I got really good, and then Andy and I went to Tennessee, and I was taking him on head on, and I went over his record of 36,000. But Andy was still kicking, so he pushed me to go higher. I eventually did like 48,000 there, but I was thinking to myself, like, all right, you're over the record there, but what if I miss and then he comes back and then beats it there? So I was a little worried there, but that was my first world record. And then imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, and I always respected Andy since I was chasing his record, so I asked him to team up with me. And then we went on to break all 5 doubles records, some multiple times there. That's how it started. And then Andy, after all our doubles records, beat the 5-minute time record there. And for 1 year, between the both of us, we had all 7 major recognized Footbag records.
And we'll demonstrate one of those doubles records that we have. It's called one pass, and which means it's just, we have the record for the most continuous passes. So we'll do a few here. Okay, who wants to guess what our record is for the most times passing it back and forth? Oh, see, you're not supposed to guess higher than the record, because now I have to go over, now it doesn't sound as impressive.
We could have done 43,000.
Okay, one more guess.
23,000.
That's much closer. We did just under 28,000, so that's not easy to do when you have to constantly pass and you can't kick it more than one time. But yeah, our record for the most continuous passes is just under 28,000.
One time Andy got hit by a basketball